Hey to the people, what's going on? It's me, Chase. This is No Chaser TV, and I am here with Tori V, and this is the Real Housewives of Potomac after, well, kind of like the after show, but our review that we do weekly. Demicio's in the back. Tori V, what's going on? What did you think of tonight's episode?
They a messy bunch.
They're a lively bunch, ain't they?
Yeah, they knew Karan was not going to be here this season, and they said we got to step it up. And
I
Karen
was gonna
said,
say, who the hell is Chiron? But I
Karan.
get it. Yes, I'm like, who the hell? Yes, welcome to No Chase TV. Okay, welcome. Yes, let's come on in the lounge. Let's come on in the lounge. Come on in the lounge. Yes. Uh-huh. 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 Yeah, while we're getting started and waiting for people to get into the lounge. Hi.
Yeah, I see.
Bitch, my car. Anyways. Yeah, and that's it. And I ain't changing on it. I ain't changing on it. Um, Yes, love, love, love. The lounge is open. Let's see. Let me try to go ahead and get um Instagram going.
Ah,
Hello.
Uh-uh. You talk to her because I ain't got nothing to say to her.
First of all, it's 9:17. Don't we normally start like 9:30?
No, we don't.
Oh well.
well, technically the episode was still on. I would say,
Yeah.
yeah, Chase
And,
forgot.
and I'm
So
mobile
was it
tonight.
an extended episode?
Yeah,
Yes.
Watch What
Oh,
Happens Live started at 9:15.
oh, okay, we're doing great then. I didn't know it started that late tonight.
See, I mean, you wouldn't know, right? We regular
No.
people.
Can y'all hear the background noise?
Yes.
A little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Mark. Mark.
What's
Turn
going
the TV down a little bit.
What? Take her down. What? She can get on to figure that. No, ma'am. Okay, you guys. Well, I didn't realize it was an extended episode, so we're really it just ended, huh?
yeah, that's what I was saying to you. You clearly
Oh,
ain't hear nothing I said. I was like, the episode is technically still. I was trying to see the last minute.
yes. Okay. Hopefully, you got it back. You got it together back.
Oh,
Flip it.
listen.
Guess what?
I'll be
The
live.
camera.
Are we
Yes,
live?
live.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry.
Yes, we're on the air. Your camera. What's going on with your camera, baby?
I'm mobile right
Okay.
now.
All right. Well, that's all. Say less. Don't say nothing else. Um.
I'm in Wendy's hood. Actually, no, I'm actually not far from K Stewart Beauty tonight.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, where is that located?
Baltimore.
Okay. That's what's up. Before we get started, there was a tweet I wanted to go ahead and talk about really quickly. So let me go ahead and pull that up. I
Somebody
can't,
said Mark blinked twice.
who is Mark?
Whoever Jay was shouting at.
Oh, that was
Oh,
screaming at. Sorry.
Mark! Yeah.
I didn't realize we were live. I
Hi,
thought we were
girl.
backstage.
Oh no, I really did not realize it was an extended episode. So don't ask me how I got. Don't ask no questions. Just know she's fully reviewed, and
Exactly. He like trying to start early, and
I
I'm
didn't know.
trying to finish the episode.
Yeah.
Wait,
I was over here. Look,
but we was in the backstage and he couldn't hear me, and I'm like, "Hello." I was like, "The episode is technically still on." Then he calls me, and I thought he heard me,
I'm
and
like,
he
what is
didn't.
going on?
I was over here
Oh.
sipping, having a good little moment with my sisters, and I was like, "What, Chase? Where you at? Where you at? Damn."
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, you guys. The perks
Mm.
of
Kiana,
whatever,
calm
right?
down.
Y'all think
I'm
Kiara's
like,
too hype? What do you
Like
guys? What
you,
do you?
like you. That's why you like her.
No,
so
well, no,
before
but
we,
while we're getting into this, I'm sorry, but while we're getting into this, I will say this: I noticed something with Kiana that's a through line with her. She does not like fake shit.
she doesn't, but it's how she
It's how
addresses
she
what
goes
she
about
doesn't.
it.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
like I appreciate it with her, but it's like, girl,
yeah.
mm,
That's the through line I noticed because it's arguable whether or not you believe Wendy is fake or not. Some people think that or feel that Wendy's fake. Some people don't. Whatever, to each their own. And then Stacy, I listen. Let's have a real conversation really quickly before we dive into the episode. I enjoy Stacy. I appreciate Stacy. I love Stacy, but I also am not a damn fool. And I think it's a lot of theatrics and a lot of acts and a lot of it's just not her. I don't think that's the real Stacy. I don't.
We don't know who
Same.
the real Stacy is. We really don't.
Exactly. But I know what we're getting is not it. I know that. I feel
Oh
that.
yeah,
Yeah, because
it's
she got
very
some Detroit in
QVC.
her ass.
Yeah.
She pull it out when it's necessary.
Like I'm gonna get with this right at the beginning of the episode. Actually, it's very plainly clear to me that we're getting an act. You know what I mean? So I, as far as the ladies questioning Stacy, as far as them feeling a type of way, I'm gonna allow it, whether it's true or not, because she hasn't given them anything believable to go off of since she's been on the show. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. So I have to allow it. I have to allow her to be questioned. And if she does not want to be questioned, she can, I don't know, keep it real. I don't know how to explain it, but something with her feels off. Like it's not the real deal Holyfield for me. I'm just gonna be honest. I got to be honest about how I feel about it. Y'all know that.
She there for a check. And she gonna do whatever
Yes.
she need to
And
do.
everybody is. And that's fine. You don't have to be like I'm saying, I
No,
don't want
she's a
people.
whole nother layer though.
Yeah,
But I
Like,
will
yeah,
say
it's
before
extra.
we get into this episode, this
Uh,
was another great episode. I
oh
want
yes.
to reiterate, I am really loving this season of Potomac.
Me too. I'm enjoying the group. I know a lot of people want certain girls to be fired. That's to each their own. However, I feel that it's fresh, it's funny, it's fun, it's drama. It's like everything that Potomac used to be before the fight, honestly.
Hmm.
This is pre-fight Potomac, season 4 Potomac. And I think that I would like a majority of the group to stick around, even Kay and her bad attitude this season.
Is there someone you don't want to stick around besides Ashley?
yeah, because Ashley is a chop for me.
I
Dead.
mean, I still want, but I know Chase doesn't want Ashley around.
I don't want Ashley either.
Well, so here's the thing about Ashley. I just think that when we're chopping girls, it's other girls that I mean she can go before a lot of other girls could go, in my opinion. Does it make sense?
It does.
Yeah.
Tia, I really am enjoying Tia.
I enjoy Tia. I do. I think
She,
Angel.
baby, it's gonna be a tough season for Angel.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
gonna
she
struggle.
already crying. Hold on. That's what I was trying to pull up, but for some
Mm.
reason yeah, she's already crying about it, you guys. As the people are into the lounge, we're going to get into the things that we like to get into. Thank you guys for being so supportive the last few weeks. I am actually pulling up something now. I did want to let you guys know before we get started that next Sunday we will not be live immediately after the show. My birthday is next Sunday, so we're going to do the Real Housewives of Potomac review on Monday night. It's going to be a review, and we're also going to have some guests. It's going to be an AMA, so y'all can ask me anything. One question, not related. I mean, it doesn't have to be related to reality TV. It could be anything that you guys want it to be. One question or a
Yeah,
favorite
I'm
memory.
on that ass.
We're gonna have a party. We're gonna have a ball. So we're gonna have a ball and be drinking. We're gonna do our big one. Okay. So I can't wait for next Monday. We're gonna have a couple of other panels showing up. We will be doing Married to Medicine again. So the Married to Medicine panel will show up. I believe the new Beverly Hills panel, because we're gonna be doing Beverly Hills this year, maybe showing up. I got to reach out to them and talk to them about it. Torby's a part of that, so this is her first time hearing about it. So now you know. But yeah, and then we're gonna get into the things. We're gonna have fun. We may review the show. We may not, child. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But let's go ahead and get into this tweet from Miss Angel Massey and what she said, and then I'm gonna tell you what I think. Okay, and you guys, of course, can chime in as you always do. Give me one second.
She
Share screen.
tweets.
There we
Oh, I
go.
need to find her on Twitter.
Yeah. Well, let me see the tweet before
Yeah.
I speak.
All right, here we go. So Angel Massey may not be pleased with the editing on the Real Housewives of Potomac. This is courtesy of No Chaser TV. Um, so make sure you following us on No Chaser TV wherever you guys are watching. But this is Angel's tweet. She says, "I have so many thoughts plus feelings about this show. I'll wait until the end of the season to spill. However, uh, So that's what Angel had to say. I'm gonna be honest with you. I normally don't get into the editing, and like when the girls blame the edit, it is what it is. But what I will say, not in her defense, because she's done a lot of indefensible things that we're going to get into tonight, but as far as the show is concerned, it is quite obvious that things were chopped. We are not getting full scenes of things. The editing seems a little sloppy. We've gotten a lot of flashbacks. We're already at the girls' trip at episode 4. We missed the whole GNA event where Stacy did bring up um, Giselle's boyfriend at the GNA event because it's in the trailer. So it's just a lot of inconsistency, and I feel that this season is going to be like that because not only did Karen get out of jail early, so they're probably going to chop a lot of stuff for Karen because they picked up filming again. But then with the scandal with Wendy that happened, there is a lot of filming that's happening now because of Wendy's scandal. So it's just going to be a lot of chop this season. And if I were a cast member, I personally would be frustrated with the way that the editing is going down. We've gotten a lot of group scenes, but we haven't gotten a lot of personal story from any of the girls. So I would personally be upset. However, you sign up for a reality show, and Angel herself, whether it was edited or not, she got caught in a bunch of lies tonight. So that doesn't help.
Sure did.
Yeah. So I
She's
mean,
she's giving very Kim Fields. I agree with you, Chase. Like, look, the women have a right to feel, some sort of way about, okay, I didn't get the best edit, but it's just like, girl, like, number one, and I said this to y'all. You can't be upset. You gave them what you gave them on camera. Yes, they choose to edit it, but girl, they didn't put these words in your mouth. She's giving very one season wonder. Um, I still want to give her to the mid season, but it's just like, even honestly, and this sounds kind of small. I don't even the fact that she barely engages with the show on social media, like about posting. I mean, yeah, she started to post more, but it's just like, do you really want to be here? Like, I don't. Mm, I just, I'm. She's disappointing me, and I had higher hopes for her in the beginning.
Sure, I agree. I had higher hopes for her. To me, I don't know. Did she come on this show to be Kay's lapdog? That's what
I,
it's giving.
I
You
don't
know what I
know.
will say? It also gives. She's not a Bravo watcher, and it shows. Like, girl,
Yeah,
you had to have known what you got, what you got yourself into, or at least a baseline level. And I also said, like, she's trying to handle this group like people would handle their normal friend group in the real world. Like, girl,
no, this
this
ain't that.
isn't AKA, well, she's not AKA, but you know what I mean? It's not like you're not a temple, girl. Come on.
All right, you guys. I wanted to go ahead and read that because I did want to go ahead and address some things I have been feeling about the edit. I love what we've gotten. Don't get me wrong. I like the season, but I am cognizant that like how many groups we've gotten a lot of Tia's personal life, and so Tia's personal life has balanced out the fact that she doesn't have much internal group strife. But for a lot of the other girls, all we seeing is group strife and no real personal. You know what I mean? To balance it out for them as well. I don't know. I just feel like the editor's a little bit all over the place. Shauna's on Facebook and says that she is mediocre. Hey, housewives from a housewife. Yeah, the season I'm enjoying it. Hey, TKC. Hey, everybody in the lounge. We appreciate you. The BCO in the back. Let's go ahead and get into the things. We're gonna run through this review. But baby, that was a jam-packed ass episode. Catch that dirt. And let's get right on into it. Back on the sprinter, Stacey takes a shot at Kiana by saying she doesn't want to get chin checked, and she knows that Kay is the person that will be able to do it if there's anybody on the show to do so. Everyone thinks it is crass that she will bring up that incident. And Tia doesn't think that Kay is aggressive and hate that Stacey is going there. So we're gonna stop right there real quick. This is the instance of me feeling like Stacey's being fake as fuck. Just like, oh my God, I'm clutching the pearls. Oh, did you call me a hoe? Like, oh my God. Oh, I never talk like that. I don't say the F word. Bullshit, the Baker. Just last season at the reunion, you got caught talking about saying fuck that bitch about Vivian. You are a brown liquor drinking in a cocktail dress. And I wish the real Stacey would come out and play because even at last season's reunion, when Wendy said you took a swig of your drink, your cocktail, and you said fuck that bitch, right? Kiana was like, that's the Stacey I ruined with, and that's what I'm saying. So when Ashley said that Kiana told her that she asked Stacey, "Girl, how long you gonna keep up this act?" And Kay said Stacey said she had no intention on dropping it. That's exactly what she means. And for me, I still enjoy Stacey, but I'm the type of girl. I'm a realist. I can see it for what it is and still enjoy the mess anyway. Now, I still enjoy it, but girl, I don't like nobody playing in my face. So for me, it's starting to get a little annoying, and I can see why they are annoyed with her. I can see why they're annoyed with Stacey. I got to be honest.
But I think here's the part of it that we're not really addressing. I think this is her QVC persona that she's bringing to the show. And I'm not, that's the corny part. Like, she's politically correct. She's, oh, I don't talk like that. Oh, all of that shit. Like, girl, you up here all of a sudden want to sell cannabis, but you also politically correct. I don't get it. You can't, like, which one is it? We're
And you can
all
coexist, and black people are not a monolith. We're not
right.
saying because she talks like this that she has to be
Oh
buttoned up
no,
and
because
like
I
this.
enunciate too. It
Right,
has
but
nothing to do with that.
absolutely. I just wanted to be clear because one thing about these reviews is people will hear something and they say, "Well, why? What about this?" And it's like, girl, we wouldn't even. No,
She ain't trying to keep nothing classy. It's called a facade.
Stacey has really, she has, you can tell she's chronically online and she has enjoyed, she is not, and maybe it's not the best way to compare them, but she is similar to how Candace fed into the hype of the fans and she started, Candace and Wendy both did this, started, pandering to what the fans wanted to see them do, whatever. I think Stacey has realized people liked her first season. They like her little shtick, so she's keeping it going. And I get why Giselle didn't, push it on her robe or her car because it's like, who are you? Like, we don't know who you are. Like, she's very by the numbers, by the what do I think people want me to do and say, and yeah.
She ain't bougie either. Cause bougie people wash their ass. Oh, sorry. I ain't mean to say that. I'm
who don't
sorry.
take a bath?
Stacy,
Stacey
apparently,
on days.
well, they said she stank.
But
I
okay.
said bougie people wash their ass. That's
Oh
what they
Lord.
said.
All
Okay,
right.
so sorry. I
No,
can't
you're all
call
right.
her either.
You're right. Now, Demesia, I need you to get on it, baby. Where you at? All right. Wendy tells Giselle that she doesn't know Angel and never spoke to her at Temple University. She heard Angel never graduated. Wendy says something may have happened with Angel that caused her to leave. Very salacious. Do you think Wendy is lame for going there, or do you think it's par for the course, Jay?
Lame. It just, I feel like Wendy is using Angel as like her person that she can haze. Wendy is really trying to pick up a lot of Giselle's talking points because she feels very protected now that Giselle don't hate her. She's trying to be a mini Giselle, and Angel is the only one that I think she knows she can run her shit on. So it just feels very performative.
Okay. What do you think, Torby?
I would venture to say that Angel started it. So now Wendy is really pulling the carpet from under her. That's it. When she started that shit, when Kay started that shit and said, "Do you like this lady?" And that's when the light bulb went in Wendy's head and said, "These bitches ain't messing with me, so I ain't effing with them either." So now her and Giselle tag teaming their asses now. So all bets are off. You started the shit. Now I'm gonna finish it.
I
Okay.
could see that, I guess. I mean, I could see that, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and reserve judgment on it just for now, because I know that she stated her mom passed away.
what
So
they
I
got to do
want
with
to make,
anything?
huh?
What they got to do with anything?
I want to make sure that that's not the reason why she left the school.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah, no, I get
If
that.
she
I was just
left the
trying.
school and it was because of her mom, I think that that's low. I do.
Yeah,
Um, and so that's why I want to reserve judgment. Hopefully, they made a point to show it, so I want them. I know they're gonna pick it back up. They're not gonna drop that because they're on Angel's ass right now. So that's gonna be brought up as well, right? Um, And when Tori B mentioned Kiana asking, "Do you like her?" I was going to bring it up later, but because we're talking about it now, that's a clear instance to me that I feel like something was edited out because they had filmed for weeks at that point. Do you see what I'm saying? And so to us, it felt random, but obviously there had to have been a conversation because it would make no sense for them to have that, them to only have that interaction at the table, and then Kiana say, because of that one interaction, do you even like her? There obviously has been a conversation that has been had. There is a conversation that we're missing. I can't. It's so hard for me because I want to say more. Y'all know I want to say more, right?
Yeah, but you can't.
I
Just leave
can't.
it.
I
Yeah, leave it. It's just it is what it is. I like these two. I mean, listen. Now
thank you.
we have like a little bit of a beef here. It's like one side versus the other side,
Hmm.
and so I don't know what's going to cover it, but all of a sudden now Giselle and Wendy is a duo. It is very interesting to watch.
Okay. TKC says he thinks that Wendy, I mean not Wendy, but Angel left school because she got a job at BET. So if that's the case, that's fair game. I just want to confirm it first because I don't know.
Yeah, we
So
don't
I would
know.
like to be
So I'm
sure.
not
Yeah,
gonna.
I
Yeah,
would like to be sure. But I do know her mom passed, and I'm hoping that's not the reason because I that would be beneath Wendy for me. I just would not expect Wendy to go there. She
yeah.
doesn't she doesn't strike me as that type of a woman. Anyway, Kay gave the ladies $20 to bet on horses, and Stacy put her $20 in her purse. Stacy then asked Giselle if she has a boyfriend, and Giselle says she is single. Angel has a bald chocolate man for Giselle because that's what Giselle like, bald chocolate. Um, from there, Ashley calls out Tia for calling Ashley rude because she only invited Wendy and Giselle to hang out with her instead of everyone who was at the store that day. And she did it in front of the girls that she purposely did not invite. Tia says it was tongue in cheek because Ashley was rude to do that in front of the others. Um, and Kiana doesn't know what tongue in cheek means, which goes to me and Tori B's point that Kiana doesn't know the meaning of a lot of those sins, but she says them anyway. And Tia says it wasn't deep, and Kay says like chin check, and Angel looked up like, "Girl, I thought that was so funny. I'm sorry." And Tia says, "No, boo, that was aggressive," and I thought that was funny too.
Yep.
Ashley says tongue in cheek is shade, and Tia says it is not shade, and keep up. Ashley says sometimes it can be taken as shade, so she is keeping up. Tia clarifies that she thinks Ashley is rude. Then she will say so. She's already apologized for it, so she isn't sure what else Ashley is struggling with. And everybody at the table says, "Oh, now if Ashley wants to dig into it, by all means, but Tia will not get into the dirt with her on this one." Tia says she does have an issue with Ashley because she was told Ashley would fancy her, and she hasn't even gotten so much as a bump inch. Tia ate that bitch up at the table.
She sure did. That bulbous head woman. Bulbous head woman. Love it.
He tore her ass up. It was so nice, nasty. It was so, you know what it
Very
was?
British. It
I'm
is
gonna say
very
it
British.
was so Lisa Vanderpump.
Yes. I
Oh
love
my
it.
god.
I love that there's a Brit. I love it. I
She earned her
do.
keep for me because last week I was like, "Rush, she friend of the show." Wow. And then she wrapped it up in a joke and cared that she didn't drag it out because a lot
Yeah.
of girls would say, "This is my storyline. This is my moment." And there goes her effing storyline and drag it out, right? She was like, "Look, girl, it was a tongue in cheek moment." And you know, Ashley says, "I don't."
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Hi guys. Technical difficulties. But yeah, I did love this interaction with Tia and Ashley. Get her girl. I've
Yeah.
been begging for somebody to get Ashley together, and Tia did it, and she did it in a way that it kind of, I think now Ashley will really like pinch her cheek or grab her boob now. So it was
Yeah.
like really cute. But
Yeah.
she checked it though. She called the rules. She definitely did.
Tia's very witty. She has a kind of calm wit about her, but I do find Tia handled this very well. I was like, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, no, I like the Tia. You can tell she's just observing the group, but she's also not gonna be like, okay, I'm not gonna say nothing. Like, I liked it. I thought it was a very good scene. Ashley, I like Ashley, but she needed to be checked. So
Yeah,
kudos.
because she ain't got no storyline. So she gotta
Here
hang
you
on to
go. Here
somebody.
y'all go.
So what storyline she got? Oh, we can't hear you, Chase. Mm-mm. What
I
storyline
think
does
I'm
Ashley
good.
got? Okay, there you go.
She don't need. She doesn't have a storyline yet.
She
Even
need a
if she does,
storyline. If I-
I still like Ashley. So whatever.
Listen, we're not gonna get you off that bum train, so that's all right with me, baby. I'm not gonna sit here and waste my time
Couldn't
trying to
get you off
convince
the
you.
bum train with DUI either. So look at us.
Baby, that's not a bum train, baby. That is the train,
Oh,
okay?
sorry.
And
I'm
all
sorry.
the
Not a
girls
bum
go on
train.
my
A
back.
felon train. You're right. A felon train, not a bum train. I used the right
Ooh, who's
words.
this? I'm texting somebody by mistake. Thank you
Ooh.
for doing the wide shot. Three by
Mm.
three.
Who you texting? What you got going on over
I'm
there?
texting the right person.
I don't got.
I'm texting Demisio. Demisio, I'm texting you.
Oh, I didn't know if you were texting a suitor.
No, I'm not.
Not a
Mm.
suitor.
Okay, Big Papa.
Get off them parlays.
I just I've
Y'all
been
and these
texting
damn parlays.
Demisio, could you please text me? I have been texting my manager.
Oh, they see your man. Okay, Giselle, you got a secret man we don't know.
No, my manager at work.
Okay.
That's
He
not
got the
good.
same name.
She said, "LOL, no worries." No, oh my god, I just
Your man.
no. I'm so embarrassed. I'm glad I
Mm.
didn't say anything crazy.
You got a
Oh
hot
my
date later.
god, no, not my man. No, honestly, you guys, I'm serious.
Mm.
This is my supervisor.
You like Giselle? How many men you got?
Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Is
I
it
hear
confusing?
you. No,
So
I
what are
hear
you
you.
talking about? What are you talking about?
Listen. I just read between the lines, but I hear
No,
you.
there's no lines to read between. If I had a man, I would tell you Shantae got a man at home. That was my manager, and I'm scared as hell, y'all. I just started that job. Oh my
You
god.
can't. You can't erase the text.
It's too late. She responded. She said, LOL, no worries. I said, OMG, I'm so sorry. Okay, anyway. Oh my God. What did I text? I asked the BCR production related question. That's what it was. But I asked it to the wrong number. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway,
It
wow.
happens.
Yes. Oh my God. I am so embarrassed. Okay. Um, okay. All right. I am so embarrassed. All right. Anywho, oh God. I live for Tia reading and rapping Ashley ass up. Ashley is right. Tongue in cheek can be taking a shade. But clearly you were in the wrong. So I mean, if I was throwing shade, you were still rude. So that's why I threw shade. Get
Mm-hmm.
over it.
Right.
Anyway, Jazzy Rideau shows up and sits with the ladies. Kiana doesn't seem too impressed. And Jazzy says she's in counseling with Darius and is gearing up for their wedding. Angel asks Jazzy, what position does Darius play? And Jazzy says he's a linebacker. Angel says her husband is a tackle who started for 10 years. Wendy says, oop, oop. And Wendy says, I caught that, I caught that. And Stacey's like, girl, I caught it too, I caught it too. And then the ladies head to watch the races. Ashley asks Kiana if she's cool with Jazzy because she clocked her body language had changed. And Kiana says someone brought it back to her that Jazzy had a problem with her. Kiana calls Jazzy over and tells Jazzy and Stacy that she heard that when she heard from Wendy that they had an issue with her. Wendy says, hold it 1 minute. As the first lady of Maryland who does not want to
Oh, you on mute. You on mute. You on mute.
You know what? While Chase is muted, I think my thing with Kay and Jazzy is it feels like two girls who are in competition for the same flute. Like, sure, they might have issues. You know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
feels like, and it's definitely more from Kay's side. But I also feel like Kay realized that Jazzy is a much more natural fit for this group. So it's kind of like you trying to chin check her or sun her, but it's like, Kay, don't forget that Jazzy had the flute and you did it. You got
Yeah.
it off technicality. So
I believe it too.
allegedly.
Yeah. I don't know, Chaser. I just saw the mic go mute. I don't think it's your mic. I think it's the. Did you tap something? Can you hear me? You can't hear me. Okay. Okay.
Helen Keller, you okay? Helen Keller. Be like,
Yeah, I just that scene with Jazzy and Kay. I'm like, what the hell, girls? Yeah, there is something lingering
yeah.
between them two, and
I,
mm,
I will say Jazzy's I miss you like I don't know if she has the most presence. I think she definitely, as a girl with personality, but when she got back, I was like, oh, I kind of miss Jazzy in the group. Like I definitely was like, okay, she's back. Like she definitely this was her episode to shine. And I loved her confessional look. Also, Tia, I know that was probably a cultural look, but that confessional with that hair wrap, that threw me for a loop. I said, "Ooh, that's a little aggressive."
Can you hear me?
yeah,
Oh, you
Yeah,
got
it's
your
the
Donna
cord.
Summer mic. Okay.
It's the cord,
Studio
but baby, I
54.
always stay prepared. I got to get a new cord. Remind me somebody to order a new cord too. Matter of fact, I'm gonna remind myself as soon as we get done. Anyway, I was in the middle of breaking that scene down, but yes, I don't know if it's about competition, but let me go ahead and finish that. Because Wendy says, "Hold on one moment." The first lady of Maryland, who did not want to appear on the Real Housewives of Potomac, is coming over. The ladies are speaking. Kiana says Wendy did all that bragging and made it a point to mention that the first lady signed her up for a Preakness event, only for that lady to not even want to sign a damn release form. We pick up the drama, and Kay says that she was taken aback, and Jazzy says that she too was taken aback. And Wendy says the drama was about the NAACP awards.
mm, which
Remember?
Kay was already pissed about.
Well, the drama was about the NAACP awards, and Wendy asked Jazzy if Kiana was going to the NAACP awards. And Jazzy said, I don't know. So Wendy thought that there may be some drama there, and she went back and told Kiana. Jazzy says, so there may be something there, and saying that she had an issue are two separate things, and Wendy was being messy. Wendy says that she wasn't being messy. Jazzy said it's a bit of a stretch what you told Kiana. And Kiana says that Wendy told her, leaving Giselle's house, that Jazzy had an issue with her, and her and Kay were working on building a friendship, so she was hurt. Kiana says that she doesn't have to lie, and Jazzy says she knows that Kay is going through a lot with Greg, but she doesn't want Kiana to take it out on her. Kiana says, don't speak on me and my man, and we know that you tell lies. And Jazzy says, oh, now I'm a liar, and we know that you're going through a lot with Greg, and I'm going to be here for you. Kiana says, you're going through a lot marrying a man who had 2 kids on you. And Stacey says, that's going low. And Kiana says, I ain't going through nothing. And Jazzy says, and Jazz is going through a lot marrying a man with 2 kids. And Jazzy says, I'm going to give you grace, baby girl. And I too would be upset if all I got out of the deal was a little condo that my man doesn't even pay for. Oh,
Yeah, that was she ate her up with
ooh.
that one.
Well, the girls was reading back and forth.
Yeah, they
Jazzy
was,
is
but she ate her up with that one.
Jazzy
Well,
is
what?
quick on her feet and Kay is not. Jazzy, I said, oh, okay, baby mama. Oh,
Uh,
not baby mama. Was she stepmama?
I don't know. I don't know. It was, to me, I'm gonna give it a tie. Both of the girls was reading. I ain't got no dog in the fight. I love both of the girls. So for me, it was
Nah,
just
that
entertaining.
last one hurt. That
It was
last
entertaining to
one
watch.
hurt.
But yes, she did zinger again. Only reason why I can't give it full credit is because it was when they were split up. I wish she would have said it right in the tweet. I'm kind of that kind of girl. Say it to the face kind of girl. Don't walk away and say it. But it was still amazing to watch nonetheless. I don't know if it's about a competition over a flute, and the reason why. Go ahead, Demisio. I don't know if it's about competition about a flute. The reason why I don't know if it's about competition for a flute is because Kiana's already gotten the flute. If there was competition for me, it would have been last season when Jazzy may or may not have had the flute first. You know what I mean? So when they was playing past the peach or past the flute. So I don't know if it's about that for me necessarily. So I wish that Jazzy would have had a little heat for Wendy, because Wendy did take that back and embellish it. And I think it's interesting for Wendy to have conversations about whether or not Kiana is going to the NAACP awards, when that was one of Kiana's gripes, about how Wendy treated her about the NAACP awards. So to me, it feels like, I'll be honest with you, it feels like this may seem like a reach, but there's something about that NAACP award situation that makes me feel like Wendy probably had interest in going, but she may or may not have wanted to go with the Housewives. That's just how I feel.
Mm, mm.
Because remember, the drama was Wendy and Kiana were on the phone talking about whether or not she was going to whether or not they were going to the NAACP awards, and Wendy was like she didn't know because of her kids, and then Wendy just showed up or whatever. Am I right? Isn't that what the drama
Yeah,
was?
yeah,
Yeah.
Because her kids were sick, but on the same side of the token, Wendy's asking other people if Kiana's going. So something about that feels off. Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah.
Okay, all right. Go ahead, Terry. What you think? Yes, I love all the girls. Word, word, word. Go ahead, Torby.
Um, this was a lot.
It was a lot.
It was a lot, and it's just like all of these group scenes that we're getting. It's really fun and chaotic at the same time. So I'm living for the mess. But in that last interaction, like I said, I really love that Jazzy clocked in and clocked Kay because I think she needed to. I really do think she needs to be taken down a peg or two. She's been doing too much, and I really like that Jazzy clocked her really good at that. But I don't know. It's a lot going on right now, and I don't want to say too much because there's more chaos that ensues later on. So I'll just leave it at that.
Jay, you have a feeling type of way you want to move on?
I think we can move on. Like, I mean, we can move on.
Okay.
There's a lot of other stuff to talk
There's a
about.
lot of other stuff to talk about. We
Yeah.
got a lot to wade through tonight. Tia asks if Jazzy is going on holiday with them because, and Kiana says it's a no for me, dog. Angel says bring Sharice because I like her. And it's time for the girls' trip to Nevis. Giselle invited Jazzy, and this is Angel's first girls' trip without the kids. The ladies flew first class except for Jazzy, which is all the way back in the plane. And all the ladies are now in the van. And finally, Jazzy arrives from economy. They are taking a boat to Nevis. And Ashley asks if anyone has any goals for the trip. And Angel says her goal is to get everyone to know everyone and vice versa. Stacy says, well, I tried to reach out and give Angel a warm welcome that I didn't get last season, and I received a lukewarm response. And I hope that Angel wants to get to know the ladies outside of Kiana. Angel Ashley says that Angel can lean on them if they need to, if she needs to, since this is her first trip without the kids. And Jazzy says that Angel can lean on her if she want to have some damn fun for once. Kiana rolled her eyes. Angel didn't read the instructions about a camouflage luggage, piece of luggage through, though she was specifically instructed not to do so by production, as Nevis may not let her in, but thankfully Tia had an empty suitcase. They ask Stacy if she has sucked in the balls, and Stacy clutches her pearls like she doesn't know what balls are. And Kay mentions that her blood sugar is low, so she's already over the event for the day. The girls are finally on the yacht and they're celebrating Jazz getting married and Wendy's birthday. And the day before, Giselle revealed that not all of the girls are excited that Jazzy is on the trip. Giselle says Kiana and Angel are specifically not excited that you're here, Jazzy. Jazzy asks Angel, "How long have you known Sharice?" And she, you said you wanted the Sharice to be here, and she says, "Oh, I've actually known Sharice for a while, but the production feel it shows that she's only known for Sharice for maybe about a good 3 weeks." Angel then says she doesn't recall saying specifically for for Giselle not to bring Jazzy. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that Giselle was putting something on it? Because in my opinion, I got to agree with Angel in the fact that she said bring Sharice, but she didn't specifically say not to bring Giselle. Or did you take that as something else?
She put sauce on that like she always do. She make up shit. She admitted to it.
Oh, that's a sore spot for Jay. Jay, do you think that Giselle was embellishing?
That feedback. That, you hear that feedback?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got feedback, Diva.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Um, I think Giselle could have been putting sauce on it, but I also feel like Angel kind of has a track record of not telling the truth so far from what we've seen. I think it could be somewhere solid in the middle. I wouldn't put it past Giselle putting sauce on it, but mm,
You think it's you, Chase?
It's not me, it's him. Go ahead and leave and come back in, okay? Um, but he was saying that he feels like Giselle has a track record of it. I just want to say that, yeah, I mean, Giselle does have, I mean, Angel has a track record of not telling the truth, which would piss me off even more if you sitting up there lying on me and I already done lied already. I'm already lying. I don't need you to help me add to the lies. Girl, I got this. I don't need any help. Just let
Everybody
me lie.
lie.
Yeah,
Everybody lie.
I got
Everybody
this.
got caught in the lie now. So
I got this.
it's crazy.
Um, Kiana says that she doesn't like to be fake, and before she can clear the air, Jazzy butts in and says, "Well, if you aren't fake, then what did you say about Wendy? Say what you said about Wendy."
Mm.
Um, Jazzy says it was 6+ months ago, and Kay is deflecting and hasn't spoken. Um, excuse me, Wendy said, I don't know. Kay was deflecting because she hasn't spoken about Kay to any of the women, is what Wendy said. Production asked Jazzy, what did Kiana say? But Jazzy remains tight-lipped about it. Wendy says, uh, I'm the fake and phony one. And Kay says Jazzy is full of shit. Wendy says they had no issues. So if she hears that Kiana was talking about her, she will be very hurt. And Kiana says that's what happens when you take somebody and you try to teach them a thing or two. And Wendy asks if she's talking about Jazzy, and Kiana says Jazzy isn't here. And Jazzy says, "Oh, I'm here, and Hoes is mad about it. I'm here." And Kiana says, "Who's a hoe?" And calls Jazzy a hoe for being a side chick. And Jazzy says, "I'm a fiance, and that's something that you'll never be." And Tia is confused about what the hell is going on.
Mm.
Um, from there, Kay says that she wouldn't want that shit, and Wendy says that Stacy and Wendy noticed that Jazzy came to. Okay, well we'll stop right there. Kay says she wouldn't want that fucking ring. What did you think, Tori B, about that whole exchange? Very quickly, did you have any thoughts on that?
Jazzy ate it up again, and I was here for it. What Jazzy's not here. Like I don't. Kay, Kay, if you got some type of issue with Jazzy, clear that up so she can stop clearing you in these scenes. Cause she's a friend of, and she's clearing the shit out of you twice in one episode. That's all I got to say.
Jay, Jay, let's see
Oh,
if Jay is ready. Oh, okay.
it's Chase. Chase, you muted again, baby.
no,
No, I'm not. I'm not running. I'm
That Donna
production.
Summer mic ain't working.
You can't hear me?
he can't. I guess he can't hear you.
Well, it's you, not me. I don't know. Um, because Donna Summer
I
pushing
can
through.
hear you, Jay. He playing.
Okay, well, we see she got a red cup in her hand, so we know what time that is. Um, Anyway, Wendy says that Stacy and Wendy noticed when Jazzy came to Preakness that Angel talked about how her husband started for 10 years and it was a dig. Angel says that there's a commitment to misunderstanding her, then she understands that. Angel clarifies that Jazzy asked her about her husband and she explained her husband's position. And production message ass came back around and asked Angel if Jazzy's the girlfriend of a bench warmer. And Angel says that every player contributes to the team, and then she cackles loudly. Um, I think that Wendy and Kiana was dragging it. What you think? I mean, Wendy and Stacy were dragging that.
No, she
You
missed that.
think that Angel was being shady?
She was being shady.
I think you got a commitment to misunderstanding. It's the truth.
It's not. It is the truth, but why would she didn't have to say that though? She didn't have to say that her man was a starter for 10 years.
So you feel like it was an effort to make sure that she understood the hierarchy and the WAG system?
Period, because that matters.
That's
Okay,
a bit
if your
OD.
man is a starter and versus a man who is a bench warmer, that matters. And there's a bigger difference in the type of money that a bench warmer gets versus somebody who starts.
So it was giving Saber sunbeams,
Yeah, it's
and she
giving
was,
know your role, sis.
yeah, it was
I'm
giving
a real wag here.
she was treating Jazzy like girl Melanie with Ding Dong first season.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Stacy asked if Angel has it in her to have relationships with other people in the group who do not necessarily enjoy Kiana. And Jazzy says, shit, I like Kiana. I don't know what Kiana problem is, but I like her. After they done got reading each other twice on the episode. Angel says that the ladies will get to know her. And Giselle says they don't feel like she is only there. They don't want to feel like she's only there for Kiana. And Kiana says maybe the group should be more fun and inviting. The ladies disperse, and Kiana says that she needs a moment to cool the F off because she has the woosah before she can kick it because she cannot do that. She has already had her fill of the ladies for that day. The ladies are dancing and twerking and finally having fun, and Kiana and Angel are sitting in silence. It's giving Debbie Down, all right?
Yeah, but you know what? When you have an allegiance to losers, that's what happens.
Girl, okay. The lady, are you calling Kiana a loser?
The past couple of episodes gives me loser vibes. Sorry.
Oh.
My thing with Kay is everything feels. So my thing with Kay is everything feels like so aggressive on her end, but it's like with everyone else, it's like okay, this isn't a big deal. But it's like in this scene, it was like, why is where are you coming from? Like, yeah, sure, whatever, y'all might have problems, but with her, it seems like, damn, it's a big ass State of the Union emergency. Like, I don't know. It is kind of giving Debbie Downer, but it's just also like I still feel like Kay is just trying. She's trying to insert herself into everything to just make a mark and have a moment, and it just feels I feel like each episode, each scene, I just feel like she's so happy to be here. She's gonna do anything to make sure that she's still there. Felt like this when she was on Watch What Happens Live last week. It's just like, girl, you're here. Take a beat, take a moment, calm down. So I don't know what's going on, but pretty girl. Put her mama on, give her mama the flute. Next.
Not Tokyo Tony.
Hmm.
Oh boy. All right. Giselle gives Tia the nanny quarters. Wait, let me see, make sure I didn't. Okay, the ladies arrive in Nevis. They're at Nevis, and Giselle talks about pictures circulating of Tia with the group, and both Giselle and Ashley are confused because that couldn't be the same Tia that was on that damn boat. Excuse me, that same angel that was on the boat with them not too long ago. Giselle gives Tia the nanny quarters and puts Stacy, Wendy, and Jazzy in a suite, and they jump for joy and are elated that they do not have to share a room with Debbie and Downer. Um, Giselle writes personal notes to each lady except for Stacy, and she also gives Stacy a large robe, which Stacy um, probably doesn't need a large, and she also does not put her name on any of the merchandising that she gave her because she doesn't really know who Stacy is at this point. Stacy says it is very clear to her where she stands with Giselle, and Wendy's just happy and elated that it isn't her at this point. Do you think Wendy is being phony and fake about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wendy is so happy to not be in the line of fire. And now I would, but caveat, I'm gonna say, y'all know I've given Wendy a hard time. I actually started to like her this season. I don't hate her, but it's just like it is very transparent that she is so happy to be in Giselle's good graces. So it's just like, okay, girl. Mm. Side note, y'all know I love Jizzy. I hate her wig. I hate this wig. But I like the trip. I like the letters that she wrote. I thought that was cute. So far, Giselle has because this is our first trip that she's hosted since New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
I like this. This is cute. But yeah, Wendy, girl, girl.
She has better taste in vacations than she does in home decor. That's for sure.
Well, I think Giselle's also. I mean, she talks about it on the podcast. Like she travels like she's an island type of girl. Hell, she just traveled to Jamaica with a mystery man that she won't talk about a couple weeks ago.
Mm.
You know, she's very adept to be in the islands. But yeah, Wendy, girl, Moving on. That's
Yeah,
all.
it's a chop. It's a disappointment for me with Wendy in that regard. Being happy that it's not you, so you sit back and watching a late and be elated and get your cackling, your sniggling, your giggle on when it's other girls. When it was you and it wasn't funny when it was you, it's just like I don't know. I feel like it's weird. It's just very weird to me. I don't know. Anyway, Wendy says that there are two groups, Kay and Angel, and then everybody else. Angel says that Wendy didn't speak at the airport, and the ladies treated her like a see-through sheet. Footage then immediately shows that we did not get to see of all of the ladies greeting Angel. I wish Angel wouldn't have said that they didn't speak to her, because all Angel really could have said was, "I don't feel like the ladies. They're cordial, but they're not warm and inviting," and I would have taken that. Because they don't really seem like it seems like to me because Tia came in under Giselle. It seems like Tia's getting an easier ride than
Angel.
Angel. Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this. I do feel like that is Angel's fault.
Oh, it's Angel's fault completely, but also, yes, I think those things are running simultaneously at the same time. Because if anybody had gotten Ashley together like that, Ashley would have hopped on it.
Right.
And the fact that unless she doesn't let it go and she brings it up later, she puts Elisa Barlow and brings it up later. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I just felt it was very weird that Ashley did not seize that moment with Tia, because regardless of whether Tia squashed it or not and wrapped it up in a joke, she sunned the dog fuck out of Ashley at the table.
I don't know if
I
she knew how to come back at her though. After that,
I think two things. I think to Tori's point, I don't think she knew how to come back, but I think Ashley, I mean, look, Ashley got chin checked. I hate, oh God, we're gonna be using that word the entire season, but she got chin checked. But I think that Ashley respects Tia kind of as a housewife, and it's kind of clear that she doesn't really respect Angel like in this group. So it's like I think Ashley's like, yeah, girl, you got me, but I respected you in this group. I don't necessarily know that it's because she came in under Giselle. Maybe that could be part of it, but I feel like she's like, okay, subliminally to me, it feels like Ashley's like, okay, Tia, I see why you in the group. You kind of belong here. Ashley's to me with Angel's like, okay, girl, bye.
But why does Tia belong in the group and Angel doesn't?
I think I don't know if it's, I don't know what it is. I can't, this is just I think she just may have a feeling that Tia feels like she makes more sense in this group. I don't know. And this is me projecting. I don't know. Maybe it's just something about her that she's like, okay, you know what? You can stand on your own. You deserve to be here. I just don't think, and maybe she's intimidated by, Angel, because I think Angel is like a low carbon copy version of Candace. I think that they were trying to cast another Candace, and Angel, she's intelligent. She's slightly a words. You know what I mean? Like it just feels like okay, they were trying to get another little Candace in here, and I feel like Ashley's like, okay, I don't need another one of a girl that I really did not like in this group, and I think that Tia doesn't fit someone who was on her neck for seasons like Candace was.
And I'm
I
just ask. Go ahead.
I honestly think that Angel coming in as a friend to Kay would didn't do her any justice. And the fact that her friend chin checked her in front of everybody made her the weak link. So now she's the next victim. I think that is what is happening because for your friend to come in and talk to you like that and do what she did really set her up for failure. And now look at her now. Now they come at her with fucking foolery and bullshit about some photo filters. Um, and so I just feel like when you come in, you can't show any weakness. And I think Tia came in and said, nah, boo, I'm gonna call your shit out. And she went toe to toe with Ashley, and Ashley ain't have no words for her. And so they all know, okay, Tia is gonna fight back and come back with some witty shit. But Angel is struggling, and she's sitting here, and I think I get it because I think she sit back and observing and seeing where she fits in, but that's not going to help you here, boo. This ain't regular life. This is a show, and it's survival of the fittest, and you done showed your hands, and Kay done effed you up when she sat there and checked you in front of all those women, so now they all know you weak.
What I will say also before we move on to Chase's point about like a lot of stuff being cut out, it kind of seems to me that whatever filming happened in between, maybe there was something where they must maybe in a group setting or a one-on-one. Maybe there was something where Tia did something to like earn, you know what I mean? Like maybe she did something to earn a little bit more respect or something, and maybe Angel just faltered, and maybe we're seeing without knowing what happened. It feels like something has happened to where Tia's got a little bit more of a standing in the group. I could be wrong, but it definitely feels like for all we know scenes have been cut out. Something happened where Tia came up in the pecking than Angel did.
Yeah, and I'm just asking, I'm not trying to perpetuate anything like colorism or featureism or elitism or any of those things. I'm not trying to perpetuate that, but I do think it's worth a conversation. For me, what it boils down to is Angel is just lame right now. But I think that's what we're here, right, to do, is discuss it. And so a lot of those things come into play. And I, very bluntly wanted to know, are they treating Angel that way because she's a plus size woman? Are they treating Angel that way because Tia a certain way because she is like British, and so there's a faux sense of aristocracy behind that, and the accent has the girls blinded and fooled. Do you get what I'm saying? I think that those conversations are worth having. However, because they're worth having, my answer to those things is right now is giving no.
No, it's exactly what Sean said in her comment. They smelled the blood in the water and they did attack her. And that's what it is.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't show
And so
weakness
she need to
with
fight back.
yeah, she gotta whack them back. That's the only way to earn respect in this group.
And you got to fight everybody back, Diva, not just one person. Um,
Yeah, because how you come at Wendy?
Angel is giving Angel is giving Martha's Vineyard and not Potomac.
you think she could have been in the Martha's Vineyard? That would have been too many
Well,
depressing
but
people
what
in
I'm
one show
saying
for me.
is, I think she's interesting enough, but she is not. She's not housewiving. Like
You think I would have been great on the Martha's Vineyard group?
I could see that.
I would have turned that fucking house up, bitch. We wouldn't be canceled. I know that. Catch that
Listen,
dirt.
yeah, I just and this is what I say. I think she's trying to handle things in a real life way that people don't handle
Yeah.
in a Bravo house. Like all the other women get it. They get okay. This is what we do in this environment in a housewife situation. And Angel's still sitting over here, loving light, out in the wilderness, making s'mores, and singing "Kumbaya." Girl,
Um,
rest.
With sound baths.
it was fun right now, but I
Yeah.
was like, no, that was not fun. Yeah, but see, she would have went over there. There would have been too many depressive people in one house for me, because child, um, love Martha's Vineyard though, but some of them had to go for the sake of that show. Not everybody, but some of them had to go. Anyway, Jazzy says they came for a good time, and anyone who didn't come for a good time cannot be trusted. Tia missed her kid's birthday, and her son Nathaniel says he wants to be adopted. It's time for dinner, and Stacey asks Kiana if she is with Greg because they don't talk much, and Kiana confirms that she is with Greg, and Stacey says, excuse me, Kiana says that she's confused because her and Stacey were cordial and have been in a decent place. Stacey says, "Are we? Because you slept on both of the flights." And Kiana reminds Stacey that no, we had a whole conversation because I asked you for some gum, even though I didn't need it because I know you did and wanted to make sure you had some. And also, you asked me how Angel was acclimating to the group, and you said, oh yeah, da da da. So Stacey's like, oh yeah, we did have that conversation, and that's another example of what I mean by Stacey. Stacey, good and god doggone well y'all talked on that damn plane. Stop with the bullshit, okay? Anyway, Angel says, if you have any questions to ask me, Stacey, just ask me. I'm an open book. And she isn't feeling the energy um, that the ladies are giving to her. And it doesn't feel like they want to get to know her either. Tia says that she's never seen Angel and Wendy actually speak herself either. And Stacy says that they definitely had an issue at Kiana's house. Angel says she felt attacked and the question was unnecessary. Wendy says she didn't attack Angel and asked the question that Angel and notices that Angel uses words to attempt to villainize her in situations. Wendy said that Stacy isn't the only one who felt that way about Angel as well. About getting to know the ladies or whatever. Angel says that she's just an evil, even keeled person who doesn't normally reach out to new people. Giselle brings up the picture, and Giselle adds that she didn't know it was Angel on those pictures and felt like it was Catfish. Wendy loudly cackles about the Catfish comment, but she is not the only one who laughed. There were other ladies who laughed at the table as well, so let's not miss that point. Angel says that the picture isn't Catfish and she took it a while ago. T- Tia said that Angel had a baby 19 months ago, and Angel doubles down and says the picture is not filtered. Giselle says, well, who the hell is it? Because it definitely ain't you. And Giselle adds that Wendy is the queen of filters, so I'm okay with filters. And Wendy's like, I am. And you know, Wendy, girl, uh, that really just irks me that Wendy's willing to get red to be cool with Giselle. Giselle says she should have shot, if she would have shot a joke right back at Wendy, and Giselle would be like, you need to start editing your pictures more. I'd be like, oh, okay, I like this dynamic, but I don't like what I'm getting right now between Wendy and Giselle, me personally. Giselle says none of the pictures on Angel's page look like her. Angel says that this is hitting a new level and a new low, and for some of the ladies to cackle when they ran to the operating table themselves to like a permanent Instagram filter is baffling to her. I wish she would have said it in a moment because it was a read. Because production did the dirty work for her and panned that camera right on over to Wendy and kept it on her. So that's who she was talking about. Stacey says sometimes you can edit a picture and get carried away, and then you know you're a basket of fresh catfish with a dose of hot sauce on the side. Ashley chimes in and says, "Babe, it doesn't like you, Angel." And Stacy asks who it looks like. Ashley says, "Angel stunt double." And Kiana says that people at the table have pictures on their Instagram that don't look like them too. So cut the bullshit. They all look different, but Kiana says not me because I'm pretty. And Wendy tells Stacy that Angel's energy for her at her house is different at Kiana's house. Excuse me, is different than it is now, and that the ladies are playing in her face. And Angel says absolutely nothing to the rest of the ladies. Kiana says, Wendy girl, say what you saying. What are you trying to say? Call it out because you're whispering to Stacy about it. And Wendy points out that Angel attacked her at Kiana's house, but right now she's doing and saying absolutely nothing in the moment. And Wendy says Angel kept going and going at Preakness. And Angel rolls her neck at Wendy and says, you did too at Preakness. And Wendy says, it's been Pete, boo. It's been Pete that you treat me a certain type of a way. And she brings up Kiana asking Angel, do you like this lady? Giselle says they probably talked about everyone. And Wendy adds that it exposes both Kiana and Angel so that they've been talking about Wendy. And Angel says, we definitely talked about you, but it was because Kiana had a problem. It wasn't about gossip. Wendy points out that Kiana also talked about her to Jazzy. And Kay says semantics. And that's another, I don't think that's what semantics mean, boo. That's just what happened. Wendy switches gears and notices. Okay, we'll stop right there. Here's what, right? Yeah, right. I'm gonna give it over to y'all so y'all can speak to the point at large. I hear Wendy. Wendy definitely has a point that Angel's energy for her is different from the rest of the ladies because there was ever a time to come at Giselle and her necks and her wig and her need for a push-up bra. It would have been in that moment, and she didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, that's suspect. And it does feel like there has definitely been a conversation had that, you know, you are unspoken rule and agreement that you don't like Wendy. So I don't like Wendy. So what's going on? Or I was going to let Wendy rock that she came for me at Kiana house. And now we both on her ass. So if she try me, I got it because I was already side eyeing her anyway because she had my friend fucked up. So now me and her have a problem, and now we're going to go ahead and tag team back again on Wendy, right? However, I also see where Wendy's a little bit hypocritical for me, and Giselle is too, because Giselle says, "Yeah, you might have talked about all of us." Bullshit, the baker. Everybody talks about everybody. So I'm not going to knock them for having a conversation about the girls when it's clear that the girls obviously have conversations, because what we get into next is obviously a setup between Giselle and Ashley, the way it was alley for Stacy. What we're
Yeah.
going to get into. So the girls have conversations. Wendy, you yourself had a conversation with Jazzy about Kiana going to the NAACP Image Award. So you girls talk to each other and about each other. Okay. So for me, that's not telling and damning and like the gotcha that you think it is. However, I do believe Wendy when she feels like the girls had a conversation to come get her. Something, it's an unspoken rule or agreement or something, because they are coming for her. And I think that it's sad that Angel has such easy layups and can read these girls and can establish herself as one not to be played with, and she allows them to play in her face. So just as I asked, is it a classism, elitism issue with Tia's treatment and Angel's treatment, or a featureism treatment with Tia's, treatment, and a weight issue with Angel or whatever with the girls? I have to ask and I have to bring it up, and we have to have the conversation, Jay, whether you're going to be upset with it or not. Is it colorism that she's doing this, or is it why is Angel only having smoke for Wendy when everybody at this point is playing her face? Tori B.
It's not colorism.
Okay, but I have to ask the question. That's all.
No, no.
I'm saying it is,
But
but this is the discussion. Go ahead.
because technically colorism would benefit Angel in this situation, and it doesn't. So that's why I would have to say it's definitely, she looks like the weaker link. She aligned herself with Kay, who has come in very hot this season, and she just cannot keep up with the girls. And so the girls are going to jump on that ass the way they have. So it's really, really just the fact that Angel did this to herself. I will say though, the filter thing is a legit thing, whether she would like to admit it or not. Yes, she had a baby. I'm not disputing that, but she did do Facetune. I don't even know why you deny it. It is what it is. Um, it's just like the back and forth, the Wendy, and I like that Wendy called it out to their faces because it is painfully obvious. Um, and so what I will say, and Chase, you kind of pointed that out, they're all hypocritical in this sense. Y'all all talk about each other. Karen's done it, right? That was exposed by Stacey last season at the end of the season, where she said, well, Karen, you don't like Wendy, and da 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 da. And Wendy was talking about Kiana, and Kiana's talking about Wendy behind her back to Angel, and Ashley and Giselle do it. So everybody does it. So to call everybody out when y'all all do it is hilarious, and it is all hypocritical.
All right. Jay had to step away for a little bit. Yeah, I honestly think it is hypocritical. I don't know if it's colorism. I don't think it's colorism. I just asked the question because when people treat you differently from everyone else, you have to ask why are they doing that. So all questions are on the table until you get an answer, and it leads me to believe that the target is Wendy. And the target is so much Wendy that she doesn't recognize when the other girls are dancing and tapping on their forehead. And so she's got to wake up and get everybody together because it just wasn't cool. And I honestly think, whether it's catfish or not, I think that that was a juvenile thing to bring up. That the pictures on her story, like, that's embarrassing. That's juvenile. It's mean girl. It's late. It's lame. and this is Housewives, but there are plenty of other things that you can have an issue with. But right now, as someone mentioned earlier, there are sharks going for blood, and Angel is becoming easy prey because I wouldn't give a hoot hot nanny what I look like. It's my Instagram, and if I choose to look like a filter, that's what I want to look like. Okay, and then I can talk about me and my issues of why I want to look like a filter later. But what I do on my page and my timeline is my business, and it's not up for discussion. If I say no, you choose to believe it or you don't. However, that's a damn lie. It's a lie. But you know, you better bat these girls up off of you. Bat these girls up off of you. Stand up. Bat these girls up off of you.
Yeah,
I just thought that was so stupid to bring up.
it is juvenile, but
It's juvenile.
again, it's Ashley and it's Giselle. So, any little thing that they could grasp onto, they're gonna pull it out their ass to bring it to the group. That's
Because
just what they do.
listen to this. She's postpartum. She had a baby, right?
Yeah.
She probably is mourning the loss of her old body after 3 kids, right?
She got a man, so that's better than the other two.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, still, you got
And
a
a
man, you
fine
still,
one.
But listen, she probably mourning the loss of her old body, you know, because it's a psyche thing. It takes some getting used to your new body and loving yourself in your new body. And she probably was doing that because I'm not speaking for her. I don't know, but it's very possible that she could not be happy with her appearance. And then you got a bunch of light skinned, green eyed women at the table calling you out for it on camera. That's a lot to deal with. And I think it's a little unfair. I think they should have dropped that. It shouldn't have been dragged. But it's like, we got the college thing. Now we got the catfish thing. You said something earlier. You said that Angel started it. I just don't think that. Like, if I felt that you weren't welcoming and you felt that I was standoffish, and now you're questioning my college career, and now you're questioning the fact that I filter my pictures, and you're making it an issue at the table. If I even admitted to the fact that I did put a filter on it, what now? What's the conversation? It just feels like to me it would create a further divide for us to get to know each other because it's coming off like you girls are mean as fuck.
They are.
And so it would make me not want to get to know them even more. And while she's clinging on to Kay, they have to also realize they're pushing her to do so.
I
I'm
agree.
not an angel apologist. I'm just saying, like, come on, that's not going to help somebody. You don't want to get to know us. Are you interested in getting to know us outside of Kay? Hell no, I'm not getting interested to get to know anybody who's going to bring up the fact that I filter my pictures to all be damned on the motherfucking TV show on camera. Hell no. I'm not interested. So that's how I feel about that.
Yeah, but her friend threw her under the bus too. So
I'm just saying.
no, I get it. But your friend of 20 years threw you under the bus. So
She
you
should
have
have got her friend together at that fucking table because for me, what really did it for me, it would make me wonder if you're my friend of 20 years because you said in the moment that you didn't know whether or not you said chin check. Then you admitted to saying chin check and you apologized about it. Then you call me back immediately after you apologized for saying chin check and say you never said chin check. Then when we get to the table and talk about the chin check, you say, you know what, I said it and I apologize. You rush an apology to me. No.
But she allowed it.
I would
And
have had
that's
an
why
issue
she
with
looked
that.
weak. That's why she looks weak on the show. And you cannot allow these women, especially Giselle and Ashley, to see you weak like this. So I'm not saying that she deserves this treatment. It is bullying, it is mean girl, it is all the things. But again, I don't know if she can handle being on this show. You showed that tweet, and I don't think she is ready for this show. I don't think she knew what she was signing up for. I don't know how long it's going to take her to figure it out, but I hope
Still
she
early in
figures
the
it out.
season too, though, y'all.
Yeah, I hope she figure it out before the end of the season and not
Remember,
just be a confessional gangster, because that ain't going to work either.
remember, this is the This is the same production company that had, y'all feeling one way about Shamia. Now all of y'all hate her. So you never know. With this production company, they like to switch the pieces around. You know what I mean? In one season. So I don't know. We got a whole lot of season left to go. If this is only episode 4, and this is what we're getting. All right, to end the episode, Wendy switches gears and notices that Stacy's items didn't have her name on them. Giselle says that she didn't know who Stacy is, so that's why she didn't put any of her names on it, and it's been different between the two of them lately. Stacy says, "You're always talking about my relationship, but you have a man while the whole while his name is Sean Spriggs, and he played in the NFL." And Giselle says it was just a date. And so they asked Ashley if she's met him if it was just a date. And Ashley says that she was there when they initially met. He's an intellectual and he came correct, and they've been on multiple dates. Ashley says Stacy needs to sweep around her own front door before she tries to sweep around Giselle's, and asks how many people have been on dates with NFL players. Some of the girls raise their hand. Ashley asks, why isn't your hand up, Stacy? And Stacy says, "Girl, I'm checking my wet and wavy." And Ashley says, "Well, why are you checking your wet and wavy? My homegirl told me that you reached out to her friend. You reached out to her to get close to a former Redskins player who we in the group know." And Wendy started yelling, screaming, gagging, crying, and throwing up down to the dinner table. And Jazzy says, "Chris Samuels?" And Wendy straight up asks Stacy if she tried to date Chris Samuels. And it is a to be continued. Wendy was genuinely shocked.
That's wild. Like somebody who isn't on the show anymore, you're dating their ex-husband. That's I mean, she don't know Monique, but at the same time, like I said, Stacy to me does the strategic thing. She's gonna do, you know, whatever she needs to do to stay on the show to keep these coins going. So I don't know, but this is very interesting. Did we do this? Did we do this just to bring Monique back on the show? Because
I don't think so.
if Stacy really did that,
I
that's
don't think so.
disgusting. That's disgusting.
Well, I mean, let's keep it real. Stacy doesn't know her.
She don't, but you know that Monique was married to him.
So
Yeah, but ain't you getting back with your ex-husband?
she not back with him.
I don't. It's giving very staged.
I wouldn't do it just because, but I mean, when we boil down to it, if we look at someone who did marry their co-star's husband or whatever, right? Um, you know, Portia's thing was
Oh
that
yeah,
wasn't
that
really
one.
my friend. I introduced her because the show wanted me to introduce her. I didn't really know her like that. It later came out to be that that was debatable, you know. But these girls have had no kind of cross interaction, so I don't know. To me, it's tacky like Stacy, but we love her anyway. Thanks, Stace. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Demisio, you got something you want to say? While Demisio is saying what he wants to say, I want to go ahead and let you guys know that we'll be here next Monday for the Potomac review, and we're going to have a birthday bash because it's my birthday, and we're going to celebrate and do our big one. And we're going to have some fun, you guys. We got a lot of fun things planned. All right, Demisio. And if you want to call in and speak,
Hey
you can
guys,
go ahead. Go ahead.
can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
What's your
Uh,
comment?
okay. So I want to start with Angel because I have a few thoughts on her. I mean, I like her, but I just feel like she's struggling to find her place in this group because she's so focused on trying to ride for Kay. Instead of trying to take time out and get a chance to actually, get to know the group for herself and form independent thoughts on the girls herself. You can tell that, as y'all said earlier, her and Kay had some side conversations as she was joining the show. And she formed her opinions based on how Kay felt and not how, she would feel, getting to know these ladies. And I feel like that's where the problem is coming in at with Angel and the group. And as y'all said as well, she's focusing all her energy on Wendy instead of the people that she should be focusing it on, which are the people that are actually coming for her, like Giselle, like you said, with the filter thing, which was so minuscule. Like, who gives a damn? Like, I'm sure everybody has edited a picture before, everybody has used a filter before. Like, we're in the day and age of, that's just what goes on. It's social media. Like, it is what it is. That's not something to bring up. And then it's like, for Wendy, it's like when she said that, after Giselle said what she said, it's just like, there it is. Your acceptance and wanting to be accepted by Giselle is very clear, and I just don't really like that at all, because at the end of the day, like Chase said, girl, she could have just been like, maybe you could use some filters on yourself too, like, because Giselle could use it, especially on them wigs. She could smooth them parts and stuff out, honey. And it's just like, back to Angel, it's just, she really has no valid reason to like Wendy. So it just kind of feels just inauthentic. And she just needs to try to get to know these girls for herself. She needs to start standing up for herself, because it just seems like a big pile on. And it just don't, it just don't look good. It's just, I need Angel to get it together, because if this how you starting the season out, girl, I would hate to see how we, go on to the end of the season. So I hope she gets it together. And then when it comes to the whole Jazzy, Kay, Wendy thing, I just feel like it's like a big ass game of telephone, and it's just very messy, because nobody is truly being honest with each other and how they feel. And though it is chaotic and enjoyable, because I did enjoy the episode, I'm just as confused as Tia, child. I'm just as confused as her. Kay is all over the place. I need her to get it together, because it's just like she got a bunch of imaginary beef. Well, I won't say imaginary, because when it comes to Wendy, she generally do have a reason to beef with Wendy. I just feel like she's not using the actual situations that she could be using to beef with Wendy, and it just makes her kind of look bad. But Jazzy, I like Jazzy as well, and she definitely should have got her flute over Kay 1,000%. Like I said, Kay is all over the place, and she needs to get together, child. And I do agree with you, Chase, with what you said earlier. Kay don't like fake, and I can't blame her, because I hate that too. So, in a sense, I understand where she's coming from, but
she fake too.
Huh?
They all fake.
Yeah, that's true. I can't look, touche. I can't disagree with you with that, Tori. I can't even give you a rebuttal on that one, girl. And I like Tia simply because she wore Ashley out. Okay, like, girl, get her together, because we're clear. Like she said, let it go, honey. We don't need to keep, what are we struggling with? Tongue in cheek is a pretty common phrase that a lot of people use. What do we need to keep, debating about it for? And when she did that, I said, yes, Tia, that's how you clear a bitch. Okay. She said, play with Sheila, don't play with me. And Ashley always in somebody's business, child. So I was happy that she got clocked, because it's about time, child. It's about time. But overall, I loved the episode. Like I said, it was very chaotic, all over the place, but in a good way. It's kind of making up for the loss of Karen Huger. So, I'm interested to see, how the season plays out, especially with this whole Monique, Stacy, and Chris Samuels thing. So that's going to be very interesting to see. So, that's all I have to say.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Demetrio. We do greatly appreciate it. Demetrio, our producer on Sunday nights, and we appreciate him so ever so. Thank you so much, Demetrio. We're gonna see you when we see you. Jay had to go ahead and get on where he was at, because baby, he had that red cup, and that thing was so we had to get Jay on the hell on, and you'll see him when you see him. And Tori B, we're gonna see you when we see you. Overall, I enjoyed the episode. I told you 3 and 4 was a mother, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Did I lie? Did I lie?
No, but I love it.
Oh, I love it too.
Let's see how the rest of it goes.
It's chaotic. I love it, but it's fresh. And I appreciate the freshness of this season. I do. All right. Well, to over 82,000 of you on the Facebook, over 20 plus 22 or 23,000 of you down to the TikTok, over to the almost 6,000 of you on the Instagram, over to the couple hundred of you down over there on the Twitter, over to the couple thousand over here over the YouTube. I want to thank everybody across all of the land and all of the lounges, and we will see you this week with Salt Lake City. I did a Salt Lake City review yesterday. Go check that out. And I have a busy week this week. So yeah, this week gonna be busy. But next week we're gonna have a humdinger for you, aren't we? We're gonna come for it, eh? And so we'll see you when we see you. And thank you so much. Peace out. And make sure that you like, comment, follow, and subscribe us wherever you're at. Bye. Yeah. Ooh, I'm joking. I'm joking.